What's good, YouTube, eBay? Got another hot one. Excuse my voice. Got a little cold. The ASR-X Pro. Uh, Pretty much, if you heard of this, if you were looking at this video, you pretty much know what it is. Sampler, resampler, made by Ensoniq. I guess 1998, 99. They put it out. It's like a box form of the ASR-10, basically, is what it is. A lot of good effects. It makes your samples sound really punchy, warm. This particular machine, I'm selling it as is because it's basically a project. Some of the buttons, well, a lot of the buttons need to be cleaned or replaced. You can go online to find out where you can get the tact switches. And if you're good, hopefully the buyer is good with a soldering iron and will be able to replace the buttons himself. So this is a project. Sold as is. I'm going to turn it on. Basically, these buttons right here, these two buttons, yes and no button, don't work. They need to be replaced. They don't work all the time. So that's a big thing. So you can't really do much with this as far as sampling and assigning them to pads. I mean, you can sample and have it on a scratch pad, but when it comes time to send it to the pads, you can select the pads and then hit yes or no. You can't do that. So until you fix the yes or no buttons, you won't really be able to chop on this machine. MIDI works. Let me turn it on. The disk drive works. I took a picture of the inside to show you that it has the 60 something megabyte, 64 megabyte, 66 megabyte upgrade. Has a SCSI in the back. SCSI needs another screw to tighten it up so it won't fall inside. So again, this machine is a project, somebody willing to put the work in to fix it up. Let's see. Got a disc here. Show you that the disc works. Hit the load button. Floppy drive. Please wait. No folders. I got a Rhodes sound on here. Rhodes. So when it comes time to enter and say yes to load it to the machine, as you can see, the buttons, the yes enter button and the no exit button don't work. Alright. So that's as far as I can go. This machine only loads the Apple version of the Wave, which is AIF. So if you ever fix the machine, you'll only be able to, I believe, load AIF samples. Let's see. Let's go ahead and sample something. I'm gonna sample something onto this pad right here. Of course, these are the internal sounds. Basically, it has a synthesizer inside, bunch of sounds. All the pads work, velocity sensitive. The rotary encoders. Go to the sounds. Here's a little kit. Heavy. Bunch of drum kits, synthesizers, basses. Guitar. And the machine is missing some buttons. All these buttons work right here. All the pads work. It's missing the process button, missing the stop button. When you want to stop it, you have to, it's kind of ghetto, but you gotta use a screwdriver to hit the tact switch inside there to stop it. When you, if you ever use the transport keys to record something. What I was doing when I was using it, when the yes and no buttons were working most of the time, I was chopping it here and sequencing it with my MPC 2000 XL. But I haven't used this in such a long time. I figured I just might as well sell it to a person who was able to fix it. I bought it as a project. It was as is off of eBay about 2 years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, and never really did anything serious with it. It just needs to be fixed as far as the buttons, cleaned and fixed and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm about to sample some. The inputs work and the outputs work. I'm not sure if the SCSI works. I don't have a SCSI, a zip drive with the cable that matches that, so I can't really test that out. So let me go over here and sample a drum break. So let's sample the drum break. So normally you would sample onto this, automatically goes on this scratch pad right here, and you would hit the send button. Hit the send button, and this screen comes up, and you can choose the pads that you want to put the sample from the scratch pad. Put it on these pads. You choose them, and then you hit enter right here to actually execute that. But again, that doesn't work, so that's why I'm selling this as is, no returns. Buy it now, price of $75. So real cheap, so you can get it and fix it up. A lot of sounds in here. Again, the rotary, they're in pretty good shape. I opened this up and took some pictures. But with these machines, they're known to have these two right here. These go bad and they have to be replaced after a few years. And as you can see, these are pretty good shape. You know. One click and it's turning. And they're in good shape. But again, you know, as is, just wanted to show you some things. Alright, so I'll just take you around the machine. So there's a lot of scratches on it. You know, cosmetically it's not the best shape. That's why I'm selling it as is. As you can see, the most important stuff works as far as the audio input, audio output, and floppy drive works. Of course, you can't load anything because I can't hit yes to load the sample to the pads. So if you don't want to fix this, you could use it as a sound module. You know, hook the MIDI it up to another machine, and use it that way. You know, you can use it just for a sound module because there's so many sounds in here. So that's why I put the price at about $75, because it could be used as a sound module. Or if you fix it, you can resell it for, you know, upwards to $300 if you fix, you know, the yes, you know, the buttons. All right, I think that's about it. I'll sample something else. Get another record here. Alright, sampling right now. Normalizing. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and so once whoever buys this fixes these two buttons, they'll be able to transfer this sample to these pads right here and go ahead and chop, and you use these encoders right here to chop your samples. Got another couple of things I'm going to sell. One more thing today, I'm going to sell my audio interface right there. Just bought that about a month ago. new. I never registered it, so it's just something I don't really need. I thought I would have some use for it, but it has 6 outputs, 4 inputs. 2 of the inputs you can control right there on the front. It says Focusrite Sapphire Pro 24. It has the optical in and out, the SpeedIF in out. So it's pretty. Oh, and it comes with a few VSTs. Which ones did it come? I never used them. I never registered it. So whoever buys it, the code's in there. You can register it to your name or whatever. Oh, Ableton Live. It has Ableton Live Lite, of course. It says Pro Tools ready. Bass Station, Novation Bass Station, VST. Has loop masters, whole bunch of loops, soul loops, I guess. I never messed with. So only thing I did was use the installation disc to install the drivers. You know, I never registered the product or anything like that, so that's that goes to the person who buys it, I guess. If they want to register it. So that's going to be another thing I'm going to put on eBay. I guess that's it for the ASR. Check y'all later.